You see this right here? That's a picture of Sherrone Moore's office, which I bugged. I got my operatives in there, up in the ceilings and the rafters. We put a couple of bugs in there, got his phone tapped, everything. So we have all the inside info that you need on this Michigan-Fresno State game. Some huge news at quarterback and maybe wide receiver, offensive line. I'm not going to give away the entire show, but this is one Michigan football report you do not want to miss. We've got major intel on the depth chart for the opener Saturday night against Fresno State. This is your opportunity to win $25. We made this offer to you guys 2 weeks ago. One more time. So on the, I think it was August 13th video, and now it's today, August 29th. Go down in the comments. I'm going to make this the pinned comment in the video, so make it easy and everybody just reply to that one. Predict the score and the winner, right? Just say Michigan. I know everyone's going to say Michigan, but just say score Michigan. First person. So don't wait. Go down and do it right now. You get a little bit of a added, head start if you are the first one to watch this because you make the first comment. First person to comment the correct score wins $25. We'll check after the game on this video and the one on the 13th. We'll do potentially two winners. You cannot edit your comment. If you edit your comment, we think you're cheating. You're automatically disqualified. And obviously, the comment has to be put in before kickoff, 7:30 Eastern on Saturday night. It is the Michigan Football Report. Let's go. I am joined by Young Harbor. We also got an old school friend, Jeremy Chugs, 2021 season producer, in the building with us today. It is our Michigan football Fresno MAGA preview for Saturday's season opener for the 2024 Wolverines, the national champions. Going to be quite the fanfare on Saturday night, but there are some big questions that we have got to tell you guys about. The second story we're going to cover today is the starting quarterback. Who has taken the most snaps in the padded practices this week? The answer might surprise you, but our top story is this. Major offensive line shakeup. We've been teasing it for the last 2 weeks. God, I thought some good intel on it, but I just didn't believe it necessarily. Didn't know what was happening. I thought the offensive line might be settled, but it kind of seems here as we are just over 48 hours when we're filming this here, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We're about 49 hours from kickoff. This is going to be your starting offensive line. You see there, Evan Link, red shirt freshman. Honestly, after he recruited, it's a guy that most people forgot existed, right? Until he gets now into the two deep, now into the starting lineup. He will be your starting right tackle, a 4-star recruit in the 2023 class. And how about that guy in the middle? Dominic Giudice, right? He's from Italy. He's a member of the Sopranos, right? I've got some Italian people. My wife's Italian, so I'm allowed to make fun of the Italian. That's how it goes. It's not bad at all. These guys are going to be in the starting lineup, according to sources, have taken all, and I say all, of the snaps with the ones since Tuesday. So major shakeup. Just talk it one more time on screen for me. I just want to kind of go over these guys one more time. The starting offensive line, Miles Hinton, right? Brother Chris Hinton, crazy enough, just got cut, I think, by the Chargers, which kind of stinks. Transfer from Stanford, was a former 5-star himself. Starting in the lineup beginning last year, but ended up getting benched. Now back in their left tackle. Josh Preby, captain at Northwestern last year. He's coming in at left guard, of course. The big shakeup, Dominic Giudice, and then Giovanni El Hadi has a 4, 5, 6 starts under his belt when guys got injured over the last couple of years. And the man, the myth, the legend, right tackle, redshirt freshman, Evan Link. That will be your starting offensive line against Fresno State coming up on Saturday night. I'm excited. It's some big moves, right? You got a first-time quarterback you're going to have. We're going to tell you about that here in a second. And then a first-time, really, this is a guy in Dominic Giudice, right, who has not necessarily played offensive line his entire life. He came into Michigan as a defensive lineman. He played his freshman year in 2021 as a defensive lineman, transferred over, was a 4th stringer, a 3rd stringer. Now he is your starting center, going over Greg Crippen and some other guys. What's his name? Anderson. I can't remember the guy's first name, but you guys know what I'm talking about, at the center position. Big-time moves from him, has had an excellent camp, and has put on all kinds of muscle, kind of taking some of that Italian baby fat and turning in some svelteness there from Michigan's starting center. Who will be the starting quarterback for this team? I think it's the biggest question in all of college football going into week 1, into the opening weekend. We will tell you about it in just a second, but I wanted to get your take on it, right? Here's the question. Alex Orji, give me an AO in the comments. Davis Warren, give me a DW. So I want you guys, before I tell you who I think it's going to be, to go down and comment. No cheating, Put your comment down there right now. Everyone's watching this video required to comment if you want to continue. If you don't go down and comment, you will not be able to continue watching today's video. Go down there. While you do it, a quick word from our sponsors. Football season is here, and for me, that means longer days at the office and less time at home to prepare meals. Thankfully, I've got today's sponsor, Factor, to help keep me full, even on game days. Fuel up with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for the football season, thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. Make today the day you kickstart a new healthy routine. What are you waiting for? With 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, you'll always have new flavors to explore with Factor. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well balanced. Keep the kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes. No shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Head to factormeals.com/MichiganChat50 and use code MichiganChat50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code MichiganChat50 at factormeals.com/MichiganChat50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is still active. And Factor rules. If you're a dude who doesn't have yourself a lady cooking for you every night, you come home from work, get going with Factor meals. It is awesome. You rip that bad boy up, you heat it up. It is phenomenally healthy and good food. So get going. You saw the promo code link down there, etc., etc. Get going with Factor meals. Now, do we have a starting quarterback, Jack? You said you were surprised when we put the show together. I was surprised even to think about it because it seemed to me that it was just going to be Alex Orji or bust. They were playing a little coy. But, folks, we've got some news for you. The Warren Commission, we all remember the Warren Commission investigated the JFK assassination. Now Michigan's got their own Warren Commission. Walk-on Davis Warren has taken 75% of the snaps, I was told, with the first team this week and should be told that he is the starting quarterback, at least for the first game, sometime tonight. So I expect the official news maybe to break by the time you guys watch this. But no, we are probably filming this right at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll probably post it around 7 o'clock Eastern time here on Thursday night. The news should break at least later today, if not Friday, or it's be widely rumored. Maybe Michigan keeps their cards close to the vest. Alex Orji has looked way too erratic throwing the ball, and Michigan just doesn't think they're going to be able to beat Texas or really give Texas something to think about if Orji's going 6 of 14 passing and running the ball 15, 18 times, and Michigan throws for less than 100 yards. I do still believe that Orji will get serious with the ones, probably even in the first half, and still have a chance to win that starting job as things go on. But he can't hit the broadside of a barn passing the ball. Michigan just can't have him as their starting quarterback. And I've actually been told after a really good start to camp, he's kind of regressed over the last 10 days, kind of getting started with the inter-squad scrimmage 2 Saturdays ago, 2 weeks leading up into fall camp, in the first game back on August 17th. So let's take a look back at Davis Warren. Wasn't out in California where all the crazy COVID stuff happened. Everybody in California was going to die, but people in Texas here. And so they canceled his senior year of high school, right? He also was a cancer survivor. And because of cancer survivor, missed his senior year of high school playing football, he actually transferred to a prep school to reclassified from 2020 class to 2021 class, same class as J.G. McCarthy, and then went to a prep school. And they canceled that season as well. So he missed 2 straight years, 2020 and 2021 of football. I'm sorry, I take it back. That's incorrect. He never played there because he ended up enrolling early. I'm trying to get my facts incorrectly. The football season doesn't matter, just the 2021 season. Came in the 2021 class with McCarthy, etc., redshirted in 21, and then got some playing time in 2022. I thought it actually looked good at a game. I attended the Michigan-Hawaii game, J.J. McCarthy's first start in the second half when Michigan was up by about 50. But he hasn't completed a pass in 2 years, right? And his last full season of college football, or football at all, the last season he started was back in 2019, right? 5 years he has gone without playing football as a regular player. And now, unless something drastic changed, unless Sherrone Moore is just trying to throw us all for a major curveball by not playing Alex Orji with the ones most of the time this week, Warren will be your starter. As you see there, he was the star of the 2024 spring game. Orji got the start, the start as one of the ones. Jack Tuttle was in there, et cetera, and Davis Warren is now going to be, I believe, your starter. He's going to be a walk-on starter. And got to look back. Michigan's had 2 walk-on quarterbacks, at least in my lifetime that I can remember. One was Nick Sheridan for about 5-6 games in 2008. Now, that was a disaster. We all remember that one. But think back to 1995, 96. In there, started a few games for this. Beat Ohio State in 95, number 2 team in the country. Beat Ohio State again in 96, number 2 team in the country. And then led Michigan to a national champion, and that is 49ers quarterbacks coach Brian Griese, the last, really full-time, multi-year starter at quarterback for Michigan. That was a walk-on, resulted in a national championship. He's got some of that J.J. McCarthy, vibes rubbing off on him from being McCarthy's backup or third stringer the last few years. I don't know. Maybe Davis Warren can be the next Brian Griese for this team. Now that you know the starting quarterback is almost assuredly, certainly, probably going to be, 100% probably going to be, go down there again. A reminder, go down, win yourself $25, predict the score. Let me know which team's going to win. Obviously, just type the word Michigan or just type an M. That's good enough for us. But get it in before kickoff and do not edit your comment. If you edit your comment, you're disqualified. And you can only put one comment in, too. Like, you can't just guess every store under the sun. One entry per person. So if you do have to edit it for some reason, just delete the comment and re-add it. Go down, do it now. I'll see you and check in on Monday or Tuesday to see if anyone did it, and we will Venmo you $25. My score prediction with the Davis Warren news, I'm actually gonna scale it back. What did I say last week, Jack? It was like I think I said like 34-13 or something like that, or 34-9. I can't remember what it was. I am scaling it back now to 24-10. Michigan's going to win. Jack, you got to come on screen for this one, so get yourself on there. Give the people your score prediction. Let me know. I've got 24-10. Jack, did you predict the score? You did. Jack says, give him 1 second. Shugs, I'm going to put you in the spot, too, in here doing a little film study with us. Let me know what your score prediction is for this game, Michigan, Fresno State. They went 9-4 last year, Chugs. 9-4. Best quarterback in the Mountain West.
I think, week 1 vibes, it might be a little, shaky for the first quarter, first half. I think at halftime, I think Michigan might be, they're going to be in the lead. I think it might be a little bit closer than people think at halftime. Mm-hmm. I'm going, maybe like a 17-13 game at halftime, and then third quarter, pull away.
Okay.
They're pulling away. Give me 38-20, Michigan on top.
Whoa. Jack, what do you got?
28-17. I think it's the first game of the season. I think there's going to be some jitters, things like that. But they're going to come out on top. I think there's no question. Fresno State, we're going to talk about them. They're not someone to scoff at, in particular, but it is Fresno State. So
Still Fresno State. They've got a lot. They've done decent in the transfer portal. They've kind of taken some cast-offs of USC and other schools in the former Pac-10. My one prediction, though, too, that I want to give you guys, if it happens, I'm going to take credit for it. If it doesn't happen, we're deleting it. We go back and edit this out of the video, is I think Michigan's only going to score 17 points in offense. I think they get a defensive or a special team score. I'm guessing a pick 6 from Jair Hill, Will Johnson, something like that. So I do not think, though, that Fresno will be able to move the ball consistently. They'll get one touchdown. It might even be one of those things where it's like 24-3 with 5 minutes left, and they get a touchdown on Michigan's second-string quarterback, defense that they're getting some playing time when the game's out of hand. But that's what I've got. That's what I'm actually going to say. Michigan's going to be up 24-3 mid-third quarter, fourth quarter, and Fresno score that touchdown, their only touchdown of the day, against the backup Michigan defense coming up for the 2024 season opener. No overconfidence allowed. You guys see it, right? This is the Super Bowl for anybody, especially a team like Fresno State, right? Certainly Michigan State. I think Texas next week is going to be their biggest game for a while, right? They've got maybe some other big fish to fry in the SEC with Oklahoma, with Georgia, and with others. No overconfidence allowed. This team has a lot to prove. Was it all J.J. McCarthy? Was it all Connor Stallions, the haters and the losers, and the weirdos like Brohio, who probably was Ryan Day. I'm fairly confident at this point. No overconfidence allowed with this team. Guys, I am going to be tweeting my happy little heart off all game long on Saturday night. I'll probably do myself a halftime selfie video. We'll do a post-game show here on YouTube, but make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, on X. At 15,400 followers. So, be one of the new people to follow. Join the party. I'm on a Twitter hiatus. I jumped on there a little bit to get in the Stallions mumbo jumbo on Tuesday, Wednesday, but only on my computer, not on my phone. Follow me there. Link down in the comments and in the description. My Twitter embargo, kind of take a break, right? Recap by myself, ends Saturday morning. So I'll be hot and heavy, down and dirty on X all season long. The confirmed starting secondary for this team from Sherrone Moore in his Thursday His press conference, and then he's going to go on tonight and radio, and he's going to confirm this as well. So by the time you're watching this will be widely reported news. The same ones we've been saying for about 3 weeks now. Will Johnson, Zeke Berry, who's been one of the big-time stars of fall camp as a redshirt sophomore. Quentin Johnson come back for a 6-year, get the start at free safety. Makari Page at strong safety, returning starter. And then a redshirt freshman, Jair Hale. Really love the addition of Zeke Berry and Jair Hale to backfill Josh Wallace, to backfill Mikey Sainristil. No one is ever going to do what Mikey Sainristil did, I think, for this program. But Zeke Berry is going to be about as close as Michigan can get in this 2024 season as they hope to go 16-0 and repeat as national champions. You see the guys, Wesley Walker, Jaden Magnum, right, coming from Michigan State, big-time name. Ricky Johnson, we'll see what we get out of him. And then Amir Hall out of Albany is kind of the guy I haven't seen a ton of talk about so far this year, but I think Michigan's got 10 guys in the secondary, including these 4 transfers, that they feel are up to par to be players with the ones should someone not play well or if there's any injuries or guys have to sit out for any reason throughout this season. 2 days left, guys. 2 days left. Blake Corum is number 2. Will Johnson's number 2. Who's the guy, the running back? I'm forgetting his name in the 2008 season. He was number 2. The white guy from Texas used to hurdle people. A lot of number 2s in Michigan football history that have been awesome. Charles Woodson and others. 2 days. We need 175 subscribers. Click that subscribe button right meow, or I might make the channel private for the season. So I want to get to 32,000 subscribers before kickoff 49 hours from now. Fresno State, we're not doing a huge preview on it because of the news of quarterback, because of the news of offensive line. We'll touch a little more on Fresno on Friday, but they are formidable. 9-4 last year, right? 4-4 in the Mountain West, that's fine. But they won a game, okay, at Purdue to start the season, and then 2 weeks later beat Jack's alma mater, right? Arizona State 29-0. Tim Skipper is their interim head coach after their last coach, who's Jeff Tedford, who you guys have heard of probably for years, former Cal coach. Had to retire before the bowl game for health reasons. They've got some playmakers, right? Mikey Keene might be the best player, maybe in the Mountain West, but certainly the preseason best quarterback coming back last year, 283 of 422, 67% passing, 2,976 yards, 24 touchdowns, but 10 interceptions. So Michigan maybe can take advantage of a high interception rate that he had, right? He was starting quarterback as a freshman, sophomore at UCF way back in like 2020, 2021. Wasn't necessarily like their full-time starter, but got enough starts, was the starting quarterback when they went into the swamp in 2021 and beat Florida 29-17 through a touchdown pass in that game. Preseason Mountain West quarterback of the year. How about this guy? Moses Vavajo, making his fifth season in a row that he is going to be a starting center in college football, right? Got that COVID year, and now he is the man under center for Fresno State for a 5th season now. Then he got Jalen Moss? Sorry about that. 55 pass catches last year as a true freshman, 700 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. Keep an eye out for Jalen Moss. How about this guy? Corey Foreman. If you guys remember the 2021 recruiting class, I think it's one of the most storied recruiting classes in Michigan football history. Of course, you got J.J. McCarthy. You got Donovan Edwards. You got so many great players out of that recruiting class. Corey Foreman was the number 2 overall recruit, regardless of position, 5-star, spent 3 years at USC in a backup role, and transferred to Fresno State this year. So this is a 5-star, was supposed to be a surefire NFL pass rusher coming out. Hasn't worked out, transferred to Fresno State after 3 years at USC, so he will be in the starting lineup for Fresno on Saturday night. And then how about this young man? Tuasivi Nomura. I love the name. I love the haircut a little bit better. Also transferred from USC before the 2023 season. So this is now his 2nd year at Fresno State. Was a starter last year at the linebacker position, but I think he only played 8 games due to injury, but has made such an impact both in the locker room and on the field that coming over his transfer 2nd year with the program, he was named one of the team captains for 2024. So keep an eye on those guys. And there's going to be plenty of other players. Fresno's brought a ton of guys in off the transfer portal, and those new faces that really weren't big-time recruits or anything like that. So there could be other ones, but those are the 5 players I think everyone needs to keep an eye out on Saturday night. One more reminder. I know a lot of Michigan football players, all the coaches I'm sure watch this show. Parents definitely do because they're always hitting me up on social media talking about what I said about their son or just give me some inside info. That's how I give you guys some info sometimes. No overconfidence allowed. Don't make this a 2007 App State. Don't make this one of these games where it's like, oh my gosh, we almost lost to Akron like Brady Hoke's team almost did in 2013. Come out, hair on fire, prove to this country that this is not a team that's going to take a big step back, that it all wasn't Connor Stallions, all wasn't J.J. McCarthy, and that Sherrone Moore with Davis Warren, maybe Alex Orji, we'll see that this is a team that can go 16-0, compete, and beat Ohio State. Again, give me your boasts down in the comment. We'll see you guys one more show before game time on Friday. Till then, go Blue.